Hi Sagittarius, welcome back. So Sagittarius, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not going to be for all of you, but if it resonates, awesome. The roles could be reversed, so feel free to flip it if you need to. For a lot of you, this is going to be in regards to an intimate relationship or an ex relationship, but doesn't have to be. It can also resonate with family, friends, coworkers, you name it. So keep an open mind. And my readings are timeless, so I just trust that when this finds you, it's for you. So Sagittarius, when I was meditating on the collective energy, I really was having trouble like focusing my brain and quieting my brain. Okay, there was a lot of to-dos that kept popping up, like, oh gosh, did I remember to pick that up from the store? Or, oh, I got to make sure I do this later, blah, blah, blah. And that's kind of unusual for me, but not altogether unheard of, as I am an air sign. But usually when I sit to meditate and I have an intention of getting a message, it comes really fast. And so for a lot of you, that was the Sagittarian energy. So you could probably relate to that, a lot of you, just feeling like you've got either a lot of things that you need to get to, or just having trouble quieting your mind maybe at times because there's a lot of things that are going on mentally, all right? So I continued to sit and kind of push past those. I don't want to say push past. I allowed those thoughts to keep coming, and then I put my focus on a clock that I could hear in the background, and it's like a rotating sound, and that helped to silence my brain so that the messages could come through. And then I realized the message was me telling you this story, because a lot of you are needing to quiet your mind, but not really knowing how to get there possibly. And that's how you get there. Focused on a neutral sound in the room, something that is, benign, and place all of your attention there until the thoughts dissipate, right? For others of you, you might already have that clarity. You might be in a good space right now, and that's beautiful, because as soon as I was able to quiet my mind, I started getting all of these positive affirmations. So, and I can't recall all of them, but it was like connecting the dots. Like all really is well, like everything is working out for me, and I saw neurons firing. So for some of you, you've kind of gotten past the cluttered phase, you're getting clarity, and it's like all of this positivity coming in or available to you. And if you don't practice positive affirmations, Sagittarius, I would highly recommend, because it just helps to keep you in that good feeling space. Now, let's get to the tarot cards and see where we're going to go from here. I already got a card out while I was blabbering there earlier. It was the second house of assets. So your material world being highlighted, your possessions, finance, talent, your wardrobe, your credit score. That might be calling or needing your attention during this time frame, and or you might actually share assets with the person I'm going to be drawing cards on. Or you and the person you're connected with could be both very much focused in that arena. So I feel like, again, the second house talks about kind of like a to-do list of like things that need to get done. So I feel like you might also feel more motivated than usual during this time frame to kind of get to some things that you had been putting off. All right, you might feel your energy boost a little bit. All right, because you also have the Four of Wands here showing up in your supporting energy. So this is freedom, this is passion, this is inspiration, this is, feeling freer in the energy. This person's in the Eight of Pentacles, so a little bit more of a serious tone over here with this person. I feel like they are in this space of maybe focused very much on their assets or the practical world, or working on, you know, themselves, but in like a very practical way. This also speaks of dedication, and this person like being called to look at what they're putting their time and dedication towards during this time frame. So let's go into the recent past energy for Sagittarius and see what events led up to this. Ooh. For Sagittarius. Okay. I've got Sun, the Knight of Inspiration, the Ace of Inspiration. I have the song Levitate playing in my mind by Dua Lipa, which I also got for Aries reading. Some of you could have Aries in your chart or be dealing with one, FYI. And check that song out because it always lifts me up. Okay. So, interestingly enough, the card that flew over here that I don't really feel belongs, but we'll get to that in a minute, is the Five of Pentacles. So, let me explain. You have all of this fiery, bright energy coming in, Sagittarius. Happiness, positivity, action, feeling more inspired towards action, creativity, fueling through you. And then right in the middle of that is this sense of feeling alone, feeling outcasted or on the outside of something, feeling left out in the cold, feeling like you don't belong. So this is really interesting, right? Now, there's two ways that this energy could have impacted you. This could have pushed all of this good stuff away, and you could have stayed in this energy by, and some of you may still be stuck there, by telling yourselves that those thoughts, I'm alone, no one understands me, nothing's going my way, it's not going to work out for me. But you remember the positive affirmation rant that I just talked about that came through during the meditation? Some of you were able to pull yourself out of this really dark spot by going there and changing the thought. All really is well. It is working out for me. I may not see it right now, but improvement is coming, you know? And if you haven't done that yet, then that's the guidance. But I feel like there was some sort of like long stemming issue here that was blocking a lot of this positive, good energy from coming in the recent past, okay? So some of you have moved past it. Some of you are still in maybe that space, but getting ready to move past it, all right? So let's see what this person's recent past energy is. The Lovers. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. The Three of Swords. And the Tower. So some of you had an ending with this person in the past, or an ending to the connection that I feel destroyed this person or you, okay? You know, point blank period. Some of you, this is a relationship that has went through a lot of turmoil or has went through like an abrupt change, an abrupt ending, okay? For others of you where you're maybe still connected or it's a platonic relationship, this person has went through a lot of damaging, hurtful things within relationships in general that they really need to work on, or that they are working on during this time frame. I feel like for most of you, it's in regards to this connection, but take it as it resonates. This person may have felt like an intense, immediate twin flame soulmate type of connection with you, and then immediately following that some sort of abrupt change, okay? This could have been what had you feeling outcasted, left out in the cold, alone, and was kind of like put a straight up block to you having happiness come through for you. All right, because the focus might have been very heavy there, you know, and hard to take your focus away from something that hurts, you know. But it's like putting your hand on a stove knowing it's going to be hot and then expecting it to stop hurting over time, when really the guidance is to take your hand off the stove. Take your focus away from what hurt you and put it onto the well-being that surrounds you. All right, so Sagittarius, a lot of you have had to learn that through your own spiritual growth, or you're in the process of learning that, you know. This person has some instability still going on, I feel, in their energy, because this was kind of a big blow for them, or something that is causing them to almost have to start over again, or at least that's how they feel about it. So let's look at perception, Sagittarius, and how you perceive each other. Keep in mind that perception is in the eye of the beholder, so it may be your truth, but it may not be this person's truth, but we'll start there. You have the 5 of inspiration here. The 4 of materials. And the 5 of emotion. So a lot of self-reflection going on, I feel, in your energy. Kind of like cultivating your own worth. All right. And at the same time, here's that 5 again. You have the 5 of materials. Now you have the 5 of emotions. So still somewhat stuck in the loss, or, you know, somewhat still feeling at times a bit down about the situation or about this connection. You see this person as someone that either has a lot of different faces to them, or a lot of different mood changes. You know, it could be hard to tell which person you're getting and this connection all the time. And or this person has caused you to self-reflect on a lot of different aspects of yourself, okay? What you like, what you don't like. I feel like you see this person as someone who's a bit closed off, but also someone who tends to focus on like the negative emotions or the loss of things, okay? Some of you feel kind of at a loss with how to deal with this connection, right? Or at least you have in the past. So let's see this person's perception. The Empress. The 8 of Wands. And the 3 of Cups. So this person, Sagittarius, is trying to patiently wait, work on themselves. This person, maybe, if you had an ending with this person, they want communication, they want a reconciliation, they want things to come back together. They could have felt like their heart was ripped out, you know, or torn apart by this whole situation. They may want to work on things and dedicate themselves to doing just that. All right, for others of you where, you know, say you did not have a completion or an ending to the connection, I feel like this person is just wanting, I guess, you to be more patient with them, to be more supportive of them, to hear them out when they have things that they want to talk about. And now I have Mr. Rogers in my head, which actually came up at one of my Facebook Lives, don't mind my dogs, where he says, and maybe you'll have something you'd like to talk about, and I will too. Like this person wants two-way conversation. Like maybe you have things you want to talk about, Sagittarius, but so do they. Okay, don't mind my dog, I'm sorry. As it pertains to how they see you, I feel like this person feels like someone, especially if you're a feminine, that is very nurturing, is very communicative, is, you know, a good support system for them, or that's kind of what they're wanting out of the connection or out of you. If you're a male Sagittarius, then I just feel like this person maybe wants to nurture you or nurture this connection. So let's look at how you genuinely feel underneath it all. So that was perception, ego, surface level. Now we're going to go into the genuine emotions and how you feel underneath that. The Muse of Voices. The Page of Materials. Wow, the Muse of materials. So you're getting it together. You're getting your own ish together, you know? I feel like emotionally, this is like planting a new seed, blossoming. I heard born again. Okay. Yeah. So I feel like you're in this space where there's this duality going on between wanting to be logical and free-spirited at the same time. You know, like wanting to be down to earth, but also to be free. And really looking at how you can cultivate that in your own life, okay? I feel that you definitely know where you stand emotionally. So I feel you're very clear, or you're going to be getting very clear, and not really wavering in that and how you feel. There is some sort of opportunity here that is being presented to you emotionally, and it's kind of an opportunity to love yourself. You know, and because of that, doors are opening up to you. Because of that, there's other opportunities coming in. For some of you, something you felt was a missed opportunity may be coming back in. But I heard you bloom where you're planted. I think that's a saying. I'm not really sure. But I just feel like there's all of this emotion that is getting ready to bloom. And it's a really beautiful emotion, really beautiful space, heart space, okay? So when it comes to how you feel about this person, I feel like you're still of like two minds about it. There's like this very whimsical way that you feel about it at times, but then there's also this, you know, like gotta keep it real with myself type of feeling in regards to the connection. But I do feel you're open to new opportunities. So let's see this person's emotional space. Two of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. Four of Pentacles, Page of Cups. See, this person, they're still kind of up in the air as to like how to go about the situation or what action would be the best action. It's like this person feels called to act or to do something, and then they stop themselves, like they hold themselves back. And yet they're kind of hoping for like a change here, or some sort of new energy to come in within the connection, but then they're not open to it. So it's really interesting. So if you're not with this person currently, they may, you know, begin to write you something and then delete it, or go to call you but not call you, or you know, they've got something on their mind, or like some sort of action they want to take that they hold themselves back from doing, in the hopes, and like when they hold themselves back, it's in the hopes of like maybe you will do it, you know, like that type of energy. Even if you're, you know, this is a platonic connection, this person's in your everyday life, I still feel like they hold themselves back from their potential, you know, and it's just kind of like out of habit of doubting themselves, or being like of two minds about things, or of two hearts about things, you know. And if things were really unstable and painful in their past or within the connection, that definitely contributed to this. So let's go into your hope, Sagittarius, and see what your hopes are. Ooh, the Seven of Voices. So you want to put the negativity to rest. You know, if there's been lies or deception, or, you know, you have been lying to yourself about this, I think you're ready for the truth. You want the truth. You want to have all of the information here. This person, they're hoping for the Queen of Swords and the Strength. So this is interesting. They're hoping that you get the strength to see it from their perspective. Because there again, I think this person's hoping for you to like take the initiative here. and or they're hoping they're hoping to get the courage to see a different perspective, okay? Sorry. All right, so let's look at most likely future outcome and what you can expect. Keep in mind that the most likely future outcome can be changed with your free will. You're in the driver's seat, okay, of your life. I'm just giving you a snapshot. 3 of emotion. The Strength card. Wow, 9 of emotion. I heard for some of you, this is about having the strength to walk away. All right, if that resonates with you, take it. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. See, the reason I question that, though, is that there's still hopes of reconciliation here on your part, or a possibility of that occurring within this time frame. It just depends, you know, if someone has the strength and the courage enough to step up, you know, and present that, whether that be you or they, right? But nothing changes if nothing changes. So if nobody takes action, nothing changes. For others of you, it's like, yeah, you kind of hope that things will come together, but you are having the strength to know that you can be satisfied and happy either way, if that makes sense. The energy actually looks really nice, though, so I feel that there's going to be emotional support surrounding you during this time frame or in the future energy that's going to help to give you the courage to kind of stand on your own 2 feet and do what makes you happy, Sagittarius, because I feel like an immense amount of emotional satisfaction coming in for you. And yeah, so I feel like it's a win-win. You know, I don't say that very often, but it's like you kind of set yourself up for a win-win, you know, where like you trained yourself to be happy with your freedom, but you also can be happy, you know, within a connection as well. So in your mind, or at least that's how you're being guided to think about it, it's a win-win, you know? It's like when you're happy with yourself and by yourself, nobody can take that from you. You know what I'm saying? And then when you're in connections and relationships, there's no codependency around it because you're in it because you just genuinely enjoy it, not because you need it. All right? So that type of vibe. This person's most likely future outcome, 2 of Wands. They're still waiting on the world to change, waiting on you to change, getting stressed out, feeling restricted. You know, this person, I get this feeling that they want you to be the initiator. And I don't think you're willing to go there, okay? I just don't. But some of you might. But this person is, you know, really stuck in their head. You know, fear might be really, they may be grappling with like fear-based mentality, you know, stress, anxiety. It's restricting their energy, and they're waiting for things to change outside of them so they can feel better inside of them. But the only way things change in our external world is when we change within. The change begins with you, right? That's where that saying comes from. So it's like this person still needing to do some work in that area, and it's really restricting their ability to move out of this energy, yet there's all this love here. I feel so much suppressed emotion in my heart chakra right now. I feel like this person has spent a really long time avoiding emotion, suppressing emotion, anything but just genuinely expressing it, you know, and it's caused some blockages within them. But they do want equal give and take, and there is love here, you know, but they gotta be able to give that to themselves as well. So I feel like this person, they gave me the term work in progress. All right. And, yeah. So let's get some guidance around this. Traveling. Whoa, moment to moment adventure and beyond the illusion. Well, I only wanted one card, but Sagittarius, you got a book here. So some of you may be guided to travel. If nothing else, take it moment by moment. View life as an adventure and see beyond the illusion, okay? Because it's easy to get caught up in the illusion of life. It's like, see bigger than that. See the bigger picture, all right? This person's guidance is projections and stress. This person creates a lot of unnecessary stress for themselves because they cannot see that what they're experiencing in relationships is a projection of their own self-worth and how they view themselves. And until they understand that all relationships mirror you, you know, all relationships mirror them is what I should say, then they can't break out of that. So they've got to do some inner self-work here. That's what Spirit is guiding this person to do, so that they can see how they project into relationships, so they can kind of break that, or I should say make that work in their favor, if nothing else, because it's causing them a lot of stress. So Sagittarius, I'm going to leave it there. Zodiac signs you could be dealing with. I have Leo energy, Pisces, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Gemini. I've got Virgo here. Cancer energy. Those are, what's the second house? Taurus. No. Yeah. So those are the primary zodiac signs I see, but keep in mind, like I said, it can be any zodiac sign. Don't get too caught up on that part. It's a general reading. If it resonated, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff. Tarot Time with Dana. I do go live on Facebook and I do private events over there, so don't miss out. And if you like my style, you can get it for yourself on my sister's online boutique, avasophiaco.com, all linked down below. Either way, wishing you the very best, Sagittarius, and until next time, my friends.